no English, but counting up the guap we eat. Baby, that's why I all that singing, I'm back on dirty. Never leave the squad on God, I'm Michael Irvin. 2:30 a.m. she trippin'. Can't live this life, you don't deserve it. I've been working your tribe, a hoe. Got me a whole tribe. The world with no.
From 41 Seaver Way, welcome to the home of the New York Mets. This is Citi Field. The World Series on MLB The Show coming up. It's Vancouver going up against the New York Mets. Just about set to go. Our starter in this one, Garrett Crochet.
With the height, the release point creates a lot of tilt on his pitches. So coming into the zone, really hard for the hitters to get on plane. Makes it very difficult for the hitters to guess.
One down. So digging in, Gavin Lux. Ground ball right side. Clifford takes it to the bag, steps on first, and it's out number 2. 2 down, base is empty. J.D. Martinez now at the plate. And first offering is fouled off. Martinez went deep in his most recent game. And that one wrapped foul. Now fly ball to right center. Soto sizing this one up. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. We'll go to the bottom of the first. 0-0. Back here with my pal Singy. And today on the hill, Noah Schultz. What do we need to know here?
Try to stay back for that power changeup. Speed differential between the fastball and the changeup is huge. Hitters, they have a hard time staying back.
Swing and a ground ball. And it stays fair. Luis Angel Acuna up now for the Mets. Right through there for a strike. Schultz in his second season, 23 years old. A former first-round pick in 2022. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. Robert makes the grab, 1 down. Here's Juan Soto. Runner takes off. That's it for a strike. Throw. Save. One out and a runner at second here in Game 5 of the World Series. And that is out of play. Next pitch, a slider that misses outside.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Out towards left center. Peterson under it. He's there. He's got it. And there's 2 away.
Batting for third baseman, Mark Vientos.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Vientos digs in now. And a big swing and a miss.
This guy's usually not one to chase pitches off the plate, but he did there. We'll see if he can tighten up his zone a little bit.
Just missed. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Next pitch is outside. And he swings through that one.
Well, and those hitters count sometimes can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
Low, ranging after it. And the inning is over. First frame of the night behind us, and it's 0-0. World Series Game 5. Now here's the switch hitting power threat, Cal Raleigh. Nothing like postseason baseball. There's a buzz in the air. Every pitch seems bigger. It's truly special. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Has room, and he makes the catch.
There really is a different feel to the postseason. I only got 5 games of postseason action in my playing career, but I treasured each of them.
So here's Robert now. That one misses, and that's ball 1. Right side, hard hit. Fires over to first. And they take care of Robert for the out.
Batting 6.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's the second baseman, Michael Bush. Headed towards the corner. Hops over the wall, and that's an automatic double. Mitch Garver up to hit here.
Well, this one started with a bad jump, a bad read off of the bat. He ends up having to try to leap out of desperation. Can't come down with it, and it turned into extra bases.
Runner at second, 2 down. Here at the top of the second. Swings here and drives one well left field. Way back, and you can forget it. And that should quiet this home crowd. And they grab the lead. It's 2-0. Let's take another look at it, but this time with the help of StatCast.
Well, this one wasn't hit that high, but when you can launch it at 111 miles per hour off the bat and get some backspin, it'll carry enough to get out of here.
At the plate, Josh Lowe. And he chases a high fastball there.
For whatever reasons, this is a hitter that performs better in night games. We'll see what he brings in this one.
In the air, third base side of the mound, Vientos. Makes the grab, and that's the inning. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. And welcome back to the ballpark. We head to the bottom of the second. Here's Brandon Nimmo. And that drops in for a strike. That one to first, and it's off the bag. Man aboard on the leadoff single. And here's the first baseman, Ryan Clifford. Now one missed. Popped up to the left, into foul ground, and that's a foul ball. Pitch is in there, and the count 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Stays alive. Nimmo on at first, nobody out. This one in the air. Schultz. And there's 1 down. Here's the catcher for the Mets, Francisco Alvarez. Schultz throws to first. Back standing. He's in there safely.
I think you want to get a one-way lead, be very aggressive in the secondary. This hitter not a power guy, so you want to make sure that you can get some length on the secondary lead and perhaps score a ball in the gap.
Eric Summerskill with home plate duty in this one. Kind of known for being generous with the corners, Chris.
You know, I think that used to be a lot bigger deal in past eras where pitchers were working more in and out with their pitches. But yeah, we'll see if those corners come into play in this one. Hey, no pitcher's going to argue at all. I'm not saying it wasn't a strike or, you know, it was a ball, whatever, but just the location with that velocity. It's hard enough to, even if the velocity's not great, but that velocity, that location, tip your cap.
That's outside. 1-2 the count. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that is that. Mets lead 1. Back here at Citi Field. Here's the left fielder, Jock Peterson. Crochet back to work. Whacked out to center field. That's well struck. Siri going back on it. Pulls it in on the warning track.
Almost a loud start to the inning on that first pitch. Man, he's going to want that one back, no doubt.
Ripped towards third. Tosses across to first. And there's 2 away. 2 down, base is empty. Here's the third baseman, Gavin Lux. Up the middle. Base hit. Just kind of sliced that one into center.
Look, I don't think that pitch would have been called a strike, but he did such a nice job of pulling his hands tight to the body and just getting enough of the barrel on it to be hard enough back up the middle for a knock.
Here's J.D. Martinez. He swings and fouls one off. Up the middle, and he knocks it down. The throw is still in time. And they back here in Queens, and now it's Jose Siri. On the ground, out to short. In time to Garber. Leadoff hitter gone in the third. Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate. And that's in for a strike. Looks like the weather could actually play a factor in this one. It's coming down pretty good.
Yeah, it is, and it's not too bad yet, but the field's not going to be able to hold up if the rain gets any worse than this. So keep an eye on the pitcher's mound as well, and the rest of the infield start to puddle up a little bit.
Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Takes a tumble, and he hangs on.
Well, just an excellent job to track that one down. That was a tough play, and he tried to stay on his feet, not wanting to dive and maybe have it go by him, but the lunge at the end kind of sent him barrel rolling. Great effort, though, and a nice job to hang on to the ball throughout the catch.
Ripped in the air, left field, and a touchdown for a base hit. And that keeps the inning alive. And next for the Mets, Juan Soto. Runner takes off, pitch misses. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider. Acuna at second with 2 down.
All sliders so far in this at bat to get ahead in the count, and clearly.
That's strike 3 and the third out. So we take as we go to the top of the 4th, and now the catcher comes up to him, Cal Raleigh. On the ground to third. Tosses to first. Leadoff hitter retired in the 4th. And now it's Luis Robert. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. In the air, center field. Siri in position. And he makes the catch. 2 down. Michael Busch, the next to hit. Doubled in his first AB. Now that's smacked to right center. Full extension, makes the catch.
One of the most fun and exciting things you can do is
ready to go, bottom 4. Here's a big power threat. Mark Vientos. He splits the plate.